Yo, what up? It is the 14th of July 2024. It is currently 11:52 p.m. on a Sunday. And yes, I may or may not have ever so slightly missed my general 11 p.m. deadline. Meaning I can't check the shops. But, yeah, sometimes you run into things, sometimes you do stuff, I was spending time with people, so, that's my... I don't know why I have to give... I don't have to give an excuse. I don't owe anyone anything. Just playing this. If anything, it's only a loss for me. I guess that's why it hits, I guess, because I want to be... I don't want to feel like I'm shafting this game. I want to feel like I'm putting my focus into it, I guess. Or at the very least that I'm putting my best foot forward. But, it's a game, so it doesn't matter that much. Doesn't matter that much. But I do have a lot of stuff on me that would be nice to not have. It's probably the latest I've played in a long time. Especially considering, like I said, most times I play before 11 p.m. so I can check the shops. But yeah, I probably should have planned ahead because I kind of knew that I'd be a bit busy tonight, but, hindsight 2020. Whatever it is. I'm tempted to talk. There was some news that happened today. If you know, you know. But you know what? I'm gonna not talk about that. I guess, like I said, you know. Don't think I have anything to add to it, or at least I don't feel like adding to it at the moment. At least not in this setting. So let's just have a fun little time in this game. I like the new town tune. I know it's a bit repetitive, but it's nice. I know I'm just rocking this crossword puzzle. I'm the smartest. Oh wait, but I'm stuck on this one stupid column. 7-letter word. Any guess? Crumble. Oh yeah, that's totally it. Duh, I knew that. Yeah, in your face puzzle. You're the best. Oh. She gave me something. That's kind of good that I managed to do that without even knowing the hint or the surrounding words. I have tried to do crosswords. The main thing with crosswords is that they're made for people who know stuff that I don't know. There's a lot of hints on crossword that I just have no idea anything about. I'm sure there's like a thing for that, like for younger people, but I don't know. I tell you, you're not doing anything important. You gotta do me a favor. Take this to Buck. Okay, deliver it within 1 hour. Yeah, I can do that. Oh. Okay, I've got too much stuff on me. Well, maybe I'll use that as an excuse. Hi, Cube. I wonder how many people can fit in there. Oh, I'm talking about your house. Isn't it totally huge now? That's what I heard. But you could have a dinner party with 1 million people. I wonder what the biggest dinner party is. I'm sure there's a Guinness for that. Friendly reminder that Guinness Book of World Records, or just Guinness in general, not the book, I guess, but Guinness is kind of like a total... Well, it's not a scam. I shouldn't say scam, but it's a bit of just a money competition. It's basically there's a lot of stuff that's gate kept in Guinness Book of World Records just purely based off of whether or not you've got money. If you've ever, I've never tried to do a do I need this? No, I don't. I've never tried to do a world record personally, but there's like pretty absurd prices for getting an adjudicator to come and verify your record. And then, yeah, there's just some stuff, sometimes they don't even verify it properly. Or they just, lie. They're not a not-for-profit organization to promote people's talents, I guess, is what I'll say on that. But, that's all. You can just ignore them, basically. I planted all these different flowers, and one day all of a sudden a flower I'd never seen popped up. Where'd he come from? You think there are flower bed poachers around? Poachers that put new flowers in there? I don't think that makes any sense. Hi, Hugh. Everyone's around here. There's not much distinction between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. The other day I rented a knife. Never knew someone could be such a Novu rich. I'm assuming Novu means good rich. And not like fake rich. My lips are very chapped today. I'm gonna put on lip balm real quick. Where is it? There it is. I don't know. Like, I don't put on lip balm regularly. I'm sorry if I'm pulling. I guess because it's winter. It's very windy outside. I did go out today. And the wind dries your lips. So I guess I'm not used to that. Or, you know, since, I guess, last time it would have been really windy. Probably would have been last year. Yeah, but it is starting to get pretty cold here now. Now that it's the second month of winter here. Halfway through it as well. But you know, I mean, whatever. Yeah, but I am I mean, who's good with the cold? Really? I mean, other than I guess people that live in like snow all the time and stuff like that. I'm not great with the cold, and yeah, it's you know, very difficult for me to get out of bed when it's cold. And like people take cold showers every morning, including on cold days. It's just I don't see the point really. Well, I do. I know it's like waking you up or whatever, and it makes you feel, I guess. But personally, I would rather just not do that. I have tried having fully cold showers before, and I mean, yeah, it's like, I can do it. I guess if I was playing conscripted, is that the word? Yeah, conscripted, which I don't even think is something that would happen to me for specific reasons. Then yeah, I guess I could possibly get used to having cold showers. I mean, you know, it's just a thing where, like, your heart has to catch up to the fact that you're cold. I mean, if you think about it, you know, animals are supposed to take place, you know, generally stay in one particular area for, like, their entire lives, like, you know, only be in particular habitats. It's expected that if they're in a habitat they're unfamiliar to, then they'll probably just die. So the fact that we, you know, even intentionally sometimes, you know, expose ourselves to to conditions that we're not really even supposed to feel is, well, I guess that's what makes us human. Oh, it's midnight. So technically, it ain't Sunday anymore, but, you know, oh, okay, can I come by and check out your house? No, sorry. I'm fine. Yeah, it's okay. I don't care. Monday I'll do it, I'm sure. But yeah, so now it's midnight. It is technically Monday, but, you know, day doesn't roll around till 6 a.m., so... As in, like, you know, if there's any events that are happening on Monday, they wouldn't start happening until 6 a.m. in the morning. So that's why I say, like, you know, it's still Sunday, per the game's logic. I always, whenever people say, you know, referring to, like, maybe 2 a.m., for example, they'll always say, like, 2 in the morning, and I always, like, I don't know, it's, like, that's not, I know that it's morning because a.m. is morning, but, like, it's not really morning, because I always, you know, I mean, you know, I associate morning with the sun, which I don't even think there's a single place in the world where 2 a.m. means the sun's out, although I'm sure there's, like, I know that there's those countries that sit in a really weird spot. I don't know if it's related to the equator or just whatever, that, like, gets sunlight all day or, like, nighttime all year or whatever. What are you into these days? I really love to garden. Oh, and eat candy. Wait, I'm really not a pig. I just like candy. Is that such a crime? No, being a pig is not that bad. I got a friend who's a pig. In fact, you have that exact same friend. So, you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, so, like, you know, yeah, so, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, 2 a.m. being 2 in the morning. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get kind of why people... But, like, you know, do people say also 2 at night? Well, no, they say 2 in the afternoon, which means if you say 2 at night, then people probably know what you're talking about. You're saying it's, you know? Like, why is it that when we say the PMs, we change it based off if it's afternoon or night, but when we talk about the AMs, we only ever say morning, when realistically 2 AM is not really morning time? Who knows? I usually just go by I just usually say AM or PM personally. I've seen some, like, people, there's a funny video making fun of people that say, as opposed to saying the actual number time, they might say something like 4:45. And I've seen people make fun of that before, but, you know, I get it. I think the reason why that happens is because explaining time relative to another time grounds you a bit more. If you're in a store and the store closes at 5 p.m., then it's a lot more, even though it's the same information, it's a lot more valuable to know that it's 4:45 than it is to say that it's 4:45, because one, you know, grounds you and makes you realize that it's close to a, you know, specific important time. But, you know, if someone's like, what's the time, then I feel like you would just say the number, usually. Plus, usually I will say, like, the exact number. So if it's, like, 4:47, I won't say 4:45 because I want to say the actual number. And I'm also not going to say, oh, it's 13 to 5, because, well, we have to do math to figure it out, but also that just sounds really clunky. Not bad, huh? This is where me and my biceps live. They say welcome. All housewarming gifts go here. Kick back for a while. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, but I mean, I get why people say that sort of stuff. Something, you know, how many passed. I think learning analog clocks is important. Like, I know it's kind of a stupid thing, but I don't know. I feel like there are a significant amount of people that don't, either because they don't pay attention when it's taught or don't get taught it at all. And I know it's not, like, super important, and it is kind of a dying medium of telling time, considering we all have phones now. I guess it's just, I think, important because, well, for one, media literacy. There's still a lot of media that uses analog clocks, because I think analog clocks are a better artistic representation of time than a digital clock is. The same way that an hourglass might be a better representation of time. I think most people would associate a digital clock in media with, like, an alarm, maybe, but an analog clock can show the passing of time a lot better, and you know, by media literacy, I mean understanding what's going on screen. If you can't read an analog clock, then that can, you know, make it harder to understand stuff like that. But just in general, I don't know. I think it also is something where, to understand an analog clock, you need to understand your times tables, because each number represents, you know, because, like, 1 is 5, 2 is 10, 3 is 15. You need to understand your 5 times tables. So, you know, it's part of knowing that stuff, I guess. I know it's kind of a stupid, like, whatever thing, but I think it's a good thing to learn. I don't know. I just seeing someone, the idea of someone who doesn't know how to read an analog clock. It's not like, it's like a petty thing, you know, like, it's not that important. It's not going to save your life or anything, but I just think, like, no, I just think people should know that stuff. I don't know. I feel like some people, like, against the school system will say, like, oh no, why do we learn this? But, like, and, like, I don't think every bit of information you need to learn in school needs to be, like, super important, you know, saving your life or whatever. In fact, you know, sometimes, you know, what I find fun about learning is learning stuff that doesn't really matter at all, but, like, sometimes the most interesting stuff that you can learn is stuff that you never need to know. It's just fun to know it, you know, it's just trivia. Me talking about trivia again, I managed to talk about it every couple episodes. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. A bit of a little midnight run today. In fact, that's what I'm going to call the episode, because I couldn't think of anything before. But yeah, that's going to be it for today.